Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Danielle, and today we have a mukbang. Mukbang. A mukbangi, that's what I call it. Anyways, so this is going to be a little different just because I've never done these before. But Leo actually suggested it, and he initially was going to be in the video with me, but I convinced my sister. This is my sister Rhiannon. If you guys do not follow her, I'm going to go ahead and leave her Instagram handle below. She is an incredible hairstylist and makeup artist. Go ahead and check out my sissy. If you guys are in the Chicagoland area, she is working at
Ponte Katrina.
It's in the Pilsen area, so if you guys want to get your look slayed, go check my sissy out. But, so we're going to do a mukbang. So all this stuff has been made homemade. So what we got here is some, we got some chicken wings. Leo hooked us up with those. And we have these right here. These are just mozzarella sticks wrapped in bacon. And right here we have some jalapeno poppers that are still like sizzling hot. So if you guys can kind of check the theme, everything is keto friendly. So we're gonna do this. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put my hair up. Hold on, I lost my hair clip. Oh no, I lied. It's right here. Okay, so I went ahead and asked you guys on my Instagram. If you guys do not follow my Instagram, I'm gonna leave it below. Come hang out. It's a good time. If you guys had questions for us. If you guys had questions. So a lot of people, if you guys don't follow me, I always tell crazy stories about my mom. And me and my sister just have the best ones, I guess, because she is our mom. So, all right, let's start eating. What are you going to eat first?
Are you going to tell them what sauce?
Oh, yeah, we got sauces. Sauces. All right, this is...
so awkward.
This is buffalo sauce. That's the Frank's one. We got some ranch. And then we got some barbecue. This is the G. Hughes barbecue sauce. Yeah. That's what we got. The G. Hughes one is sugar-free, guys, so hella keto friendly. What? What? You guys want
Sugar's the best part.
You're obviously not keto. Anyways, all right, so first person said, start eating. What are our favorite 80s movies? What's your favorite 80s movie?
Purple Rain. Because my first crush is Prince. And I remember telling mom straight up looking at me and was like, ew.
Alright, my favorite 80s one is 16 Candles. I love 16 Candles with Jake Ryan. So babe.
Yeah, I would always be like, man, I hope my boyfriend picks me up in a car and like,
he drove up in a Corvette.
My boyfriend's never had cars, and I was like, damn, I'm Jake Ryan. I was like, and they were all like me, and I was like, yeah, get in. You're like, gas money.
You're like, yeah, you.
With your ain't shit ass.
So, okay. You like the wings? Are they good?
Yeah, they're good.
I only like these wings, these flat ones. I don't know what they're called. But I just like to take all the bones out because I ain't about like eating stuff off the bone.
How'd you do that?
You just twist them. I usually make, you got a drumstick.
Can you only do, like how'd you do that?
Alright, so I also like St. Elmo's Fire.
I don't think I saw that one.
No?
No.
So good.
No. I also like Pretty in Pink.
Oh hell yeah.
But I was rooting for Ducky, and he never got the girl.
You know who was kind of a babe though? Was the bad guy.
Oh yeah. The bad guys are always cute.
Yeah, he was kind of a babe. But what'd you think of Molly Ringwald's dress?
That was ugly as shit. And she was like, I made it myself, and I was like, no.
Looks that way, sis. We got some Diet Dr. Pepper and some ice.
Your hand is there.
I don't want to put my hand in the drink. Rhea's got this whole thing. So what other thing here? Let me take my bones off here. Let's go. I can't think of another 80s movie I really like. Okay, here's a fun fact. Not 80s, but on like Christmas Eve and like the night before I got married, we would have sleepovers. And we would have movie nights.
This was the worst movie to watch before someone's wedding night, by the way.
But our favorite Lifetime movie, we were big Lifetime movie people. I don't even know if Lifetime's still on.
It is, and they have a Lifetime movie network.
I don't, because I don't have cable, because I'm bougie like that. My favorite, let's tell them what their favorite movie is.
No one would tell.
Hell yeah. If you
Oh
guys
my
have
God.
seen it, let me know. So good.
Well, you gotta tell them what happens in it.
Okay.
Because they gotta know why you shouldn't watch that before you get married.
Alright, No One Would Tell is with the kid from
Friend
Wonder Years.
Savage. And DJ from
Full House.
Full House, yeah.
She better be helping Aunt Becky out right now.
I know Aunt Becky's in trouble.
Alright, so what happens in No One Would Tell is about two high school people. It's actually a true story. Sally Jesse Raphael was the judge, remember?
Oh my girl, yeah.
So they were dating or whatever, and he was like beating her up. Like he was really like it was like a lot of domestic violence in it. And she broke up
He
with
was
him.
like a big football player.
No, wrestling, remember?
Wrestling, whatever. Football, wrestling, sport.
These are really good. Want to try one of these? Want to share it?
You know, I'm not a bacon person. I don't like bacon that much.
Bro, you guys want to try one? The kids are here.
I do.
Alright, so he like beats on her. And
Thank you.
he ends up like, she breaks up with him, she's trying to get away, and she's like, no, just give me, like, just meet and talk. He ends up killing her. So, and then it comes out that like everybody knew that he was like beating her, but no one would tell. And he ends up going to court. They find his body because one of his friends snitched on him. So he was in jail for killing this girl.
Went to jail. Went to the big house.
And then
There's a big piece.
I also watched that before the night before I got married.
Yeah, she was like, what do you want to watch? And I was like, what do
Big
you
old
want to watch?
jalapeno poppers. These things are freaking huge. Are they hot, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at Rhea.
Oh, they're spicy?
Yeah, they're really spicy.
Her
Fire.
eyes are swollen.
Oh, those are hot.
Wait, guys.
Those are real hot. Holy shit.
Wow. That's right.
Dirty Dancing.
Oh,
We can do the choreography like almost spot on. We've
Yeah.
been practicing for many years.
yeah, the end scene.
Mm-hmm.
We never land the lift though.
No,
That's the one thing we got.
I really got to work on my arm strength.
Yeah.
Especially if you beat these wings. This one isn't too bad. You okay, right? So, let's talk Mindy stories. In honor of Mindy's birthday, so my mom's birthday is Monday, which is April 8th. I think this video will go up on Tuesday. Go ahead, babes, just break it up into two. We always have funny Mindy stories because my mom is a character.
You want to wing?
Oh, she wants to think. So, we were talking. So when one of the stories my sister brought up, when I was in 7th grade, something like that, I got beat up. I got beat up by this girl. We're not gonna name her name.
She cheap shotted you
She did, true story.
while you were holding a kid.
I did, true story. She punched me in the face, broke my nose. But anyways, so I called my mom, crying, "Man, please beat me up."
You know, you came home too.
I came home I don't
From the
know.
park, yeah. So I remember you crying in the bathroom.
Anyways, so my mom's very tiny. My mom's as big as Rhiannon. They're very tiny, and so my mom's like, "Get in the car." My mom had this old ass Park Avenue, and she get in the car. She goes rolling up to this lady's house onto the grass, starts calling out the mom. The mom is a huge lady, and she's sitting there. "I'm gonna beat you up like your kid beat my kid." It was intense. My mom pulled out a bat. It was crazy. No one messes with Mindy's babies. Oh damn!
What is that?
Mini cheeseburgers. We got Leo the chef in the house.
Oh shit.
You wanna try some? Okay, Leo just chopped off.
Those
We
are
got
still
some
really hot.
mini cheeseburgers with some cheese on there, still smoking, and we got some snap pickles and some low carb bread. Hell yeah!
I could tell the one about when my chemistry teacher asked if I could read, and mom came up to the school. Okay. So when I was 17 years old, I was working full-time or part-time, which was hard going to school, but the reason why I was working more hours was because I got promoted to manager while I was still in high school. So it was holiday season and I had to work really late because it was a retail store. In story times, you can't like say the name of the store, right? Rhymes with Schmott Poppet.
If I get in trouble.
And so, I was in chemistry and I was supposed to be in intermediate chemistry, but they put me in regular chemistry and I still didn't get it. So I honestly was working late and I didn't do my homework. And so we had this teacher, and she was a literal demon. And she came up, and I was like honest with her. I was like, hey, I didn't do my homework. And she stops, and she was like, she had her paper all petty, and she was like, can you even read? And I was like,
wig snap.
I was like, damn. And she was like, I cannot believe people pay taxes for you to learn. And I was like, well, shit. So I just like grabbed my stuff and I walked out and I called my mom and I was like, Mom, this bitch just asked me if I could read in front of everyone.
How'd you call her? Do you have a cell phone?
Yeah, I had a cell phone. Yeah, I had a flip phone. I had that hot pink Miami ink razor. And I was like,
yeah, with the cherry blossoms?
yeah. And I was like, ooh, let me T9 my mom real quick. So my mom's like, I'm on my way. And our mom works all the way on the south side of Chicago.
East side.
East side. And she's like, I'm on my way. And whenever you were in trouble or something went down, it usually takes my mom forever to get home. She was down at that school in like 30 minutes. And my mom wears sunglasses, but they're prescription, and they're really dark. So she looks like she's in a jazz band. And, and so like she walked in and she was wearing like this long, like majestic sweater because it was winter. And she walked in, and like so like I'm sitting there and I'm like in the I'm in the dean's office and my mom's like walking down and she's like walking like this and she always has on heels, so you hear like boom, 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 boom. She's a heavy walker.
Yeah.
I get it from her too. I'm a really heavy walker. And so I see her and like her long blonde hair is flowing, her sweater's like flowing at the same time, and she has her sunglasses on. And she walks into the dean's office and she's like, where's this bitch at? And I was like, oh.
True story. And that's not like exaggerated. She just dropped the beat.
And my mom always has acrylics on, so you heard like the where's this bitch at when she walked in.
Cheeseburgers.
And so our dean, we actually, so the dean that took over when my sister was in high school was my dean.
What'd you have?
Schwantes.
Oh. No.
Rhymes with wanties. But this is a story time, so you can't say it. And she knew that my mom was crazy from dealing with my sister, so I feel like when she like saw my mom walk in, she was like, God. She was like, shit. And the lady's like, the dean was like, oh, we're not gonna bring her down, we're not gonna bring her down. And my mom was like, you bring her down, and if you bring her down, she's gonna need an ambulance when she comes down here.
I got a good story too. Hold on.
She's like, she better have on her best dress because she's done when she comes down here.
That's my mom's go-to line.
Yeah, she better have an ambulance. Oh, and when my mom calls the dean, when she would call the dean or somebody, she's like, put on a pot of coffee. Cause I'm coming down. My mom's like always like a big coffee drinker, you know? She drinks coffee like 24/7. And so anyway, I ended up getting taken out of that class because I shouldn't have been in that class anyway. And the teacher was supposed to say sorry, and her name was Miss Schmulik. Rhymes with Schulik. And she never said sorry. So
okay.
I hate her. I still hate her.
All right, here's a fun
And she
story.
would say that she looked like Hillary Swank, you know, the $1 Million Baby, and this lady was like 70 years old, and I was like, get real. No, you don't.
All right, here's another story. When back to my mom putting on calling ambulances and everything. So I used to never want to fight. I was a very unconfrontational person, and because I was so big, I felt like people always try me. Don't try me. Okay. So anyways, this girl, we're gonna call her Tiffany. But anyways, she kept picking on me.
We're gonna get demonetized now.
Wow!
So she kept picking on me, and my mom and I would go home crying all the time. And then my mom told me the last time, she said, look, Danielle, if you come home crying one more time because this girl's picking on you, she says, I'm gonna kick your ass. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, Jesus. What do you say, wig snatch? So I was like, okay. So back in the day, this is like in 6th grade, they would let all the kids go to the bathroom, you know, at the same time. And it was a free-for-all in there.
I thought you were gonna stop there. They would let the kids go to the bathroom. I was like,
but no, like, because it was like all this stuff was no, but they didn't have to, like, after all this happened, we just had to leave the doors open, and it was crazy. Anyways, so we went in there and she started messing with me again. So I beat her up, and I like kicked her in the head, and I had Nikes on, and even had a little Nike whoosh on my head. Like, I beat this girl up. I took her glasses and threw them in the toilet, and someone didn't flush. Like,
That's gross.
She started it, and she was always picking on me. So anyways, I go home, and I was like, Mom, guess what? I beat her up. So Mom would ask me every day, how was it going? Because this girl was messing with me.
Did you beat her up yet?
Yeah, she was messing with me for like 3 years. This was like an ongoing thing. And if you have kids, you understand, you know, especially now it's not tolerated, but back then it was like kids would be kids, you know? So my mom was like, okay, good, you know? Sure as shit, as soon as I told my mom the story, ring, ring, ring. This is when we had the good old house phone. And it was the vice principal. And my mom said, and I'll never forget it, she was like, yeah, hello?
Yeah, she pops her gum like that too. That's where
and she's like, yeah, Danielle told me what happened, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she was like, oh, okay. And she says, the principal says, well, you know, so-and-so's mom's coming. She wants to meet with you, because it's back in the day when you used to be able to meet with parents. She wants to meet with you, and she's threatening to press charges on Danielle and to call the police. Ooh. Mindy, you just heard it's the snapping. She went crazy. She said, you tell her she better skip the police. She better call an ambulance, because she's gonna need one when I'm done with her. And you tell her to, what did she say? You better put on a pot of coffee, because I'm coming. And she's like, yeah, she kept telling me she needed an ambulance when she came in. So we get to the school the next day, and I was like, oh no, Jesus, Mom's gonna go to jail. What's my, and my dad's like, Min, calm down, calm down.
Our dad is like so level-headed.
Yeah.
And chill.
So we get to the school, and they put me and my mom, so we walk in there, and the principal was like, look, you know, she doesn't want any confrontation. Her and her daughter are in the bathroom. You know, they're very intimidated by you guys. And P.S., my mom's the size as Rhiannon. This girl's mom was, she was a big girl, okay? She could have hurt my mom, and she would probably got her hands on her. But she was scared of my mom.
No, I don't think so. Mom's crazy.
You didn't see her. I remember. So anyways, she has us and my mom's like, no, and like I had to like hold her down, and I was like, Mom, it's okay. And my mom's like, no, she wants to have her daughter bully my daughter, and she's hiding in the bathroom. And they're like, it's okay, Mindy. Okay.
Was this the principal you had that always wore
sweatsuits? Because she used to be the gym teacher. Shout out to you, you were the best gym teacher ever, because she taught me slogging. You didn't have to run, you had a power walk, and it was just efficient as jogging. I still tell that. Leo, don't I tell that to you all the time?
Yeah.
True story.
It's called slogging.
Slogging, slow jogging, or power walking. Remember all those you taught me back in the day. So anyways, we get there. We get there, and so that happens. I didn't get in trouble, and the mom hid, and nonetheless, no one went to jail, but that was pretty intense. That was not the first time or the last time that Minnie went up to school for me fighting. Then that time in high school, she went up there. That was crazy.
Yeah, don't tell that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I was always, after that initial fight, they like unleashed the fury of Danielle that I was always.
One time I got in trouble at school because Biggs would always pick me up and drop me off at school, and there was this girl that would always like just say the shittiest things to me because she was like cool and I wasn't. And I told my sister, I was like, man, like she's gonna say some shit to me today, and Danielle was like, you tell her that her teeth are so yellow they can stop traffic. And I was like, shit, that's good, I'm gonna use that. And so she didn't say shit to me. I just walked up to her and I was like, hey Molly, your teeth are so yellow they can stop traffic. And she was like, so I was like, yes. So then I'm like sitting in like class like all day. I was probably like in like 3rd grade. I'm feeling like king shit. I'm like, hell yeah, I got this girl. Like she's gonna be so self-conscious about her yellow teeth forever. And so the school called because she went down to complain, and my mom was actually like laughing, and she was like got off the phone and she was like, what did you say to Molly Smark at school today? And I was like, Biggs told me to tell her that her teeth were so yellow they could stop traffic. And my mom was like, was she picking on you? I was like, yeah. And she was like, try not to say that to her like when you're in school, like say it outside of school. And I was like, okay.
There was always, well, because you know, me and Rhiannon are like what, almost 9 years apart.
Yeah, like 8.
So
Yeah.
she would be going through this stuff, and I was like, look, I can pick on my sister, but nobody else can pick on my sister. So I used to come to the rescue.
Yeah, then there was this one girl. Her name was Mathleen Smisher. I love making up these names. This is so fun. And she was like my dad's height. Remember her?
Yeah, she's a big girl, man.
She was like 6 foot in like 6th grade. And I was probably still like 4 something then.
Yeah, she was as big as I was.
No, bigger. She was really tall.
Yeah, because I seen her and I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I told my sister was like, who's the bitch that's saying stuff to you? And I was like, that one. And my sister was like, you sure? And I was like, yeah, that's her. Like, she pushed me down the other day.
Let's get back to Mindy's stories. Not so much Danielle being
Those were my favorites.
Danielle being the crusader of the neighborhood. Which one do you want, babes?
Burger.
A burger? You want to try burger? These are actually really good. They're like little bite-sized ones too. These pickles are really good. Have you guys ever tried the snap pickles? They are not in the brine, so they're.
That's what we tried.
No, I'm not a big pickle person. I told you that.
What's wrong with you? Want to try this?
Are these the spicy ones or the regular ones?
The regular ones. Okay, so let's go back to Mindy's stories.
I don't have any more good ones.
We got tons of good Mindy stories.
I can't think of any.
All right, Rhea's turn. Happy birthday, Mindy. This is like, what do they call that? The roast?
Happy
The
birthday.
roast of Mindy. No, we're not
No,
roasting
she's a
her.
box.
All right, go for it, Ray.
Okay, so me and my grandma, every couple weeks for like a year now, we've been getting our nails done together. And so, there's this one place, like there's one little not like a marketer
Kiosk.
for like this, kiosk.
A
For
kiosk.
like,
All the straightener people.
for like, to straighten your hair. And
You
so
know,
it's
you
just
know
like,
the straightener people.
it's like this Swedish guy, and he always comes up to me and my grandma. My grandma hates these people. And so she'll, like, for a long time, she's like, no, I'm good. And it got to the point where the guy recognized us, and he would be like, oh, back at it again, like, still need to try it. And so one day my grandma was like in a mood, and she was like, get away, like she was like not taking it. And so, you know, with her acrylics, the guy goes, hi, and she literally was like this. And then just walks away from the guy.
But the nails clipped.
Yeah.
So it was like,
redo it.
Yeah.
And it was so funny, and I lost it. Now we're on the way, and it was so funny.
Then she got her Bluetooth in.
what did the guy
And her
do?
sunglasses
He
on.
was like this.
Did she have her Bluetooth
She
on?
was like
Of course she did. And her tinted sunglasses.
And it was 8 o'clock at night. All right. I'll think of what else. Think of what else we
Leo,
got.
do you have a favorite Mindy story?
They're all free.
They're all great, yeah.
Let me think. Stories. What else?
Yeah, people are gonna be really scared of mom.
Wow.
All right, let's get off the Mindy conversation. How about, here's a fun fact that you guys wouldn't know. When Rhiannon was a little girl, she was obsessed with the movie Selena. She was like 3 years old, singing Bitty Bitty Bum Bum, like, and she was like killing those lyrics. Like, she was hitting it, she knew the words. She was like, the washing machine. I remember this is back when we
I still love her. I have a big Selena picture in my room.
and this is like when we used to have VHS. So like she wore out 3 VHS.
I have 3 DVDs because everyone always, that one year everyone got me one for Christmas.
Okay, so here it goes. So the anniversary of her death had just passed, like the end of March, okay? This kid was like searching every type of streaming service because no one had, she was pissed.
How do you take off Selena? HBO had it on there for like 3 years.
Are you gonna watch that new Selena show that's coming out?
Yeah.
Okay, so did you ever hear the whole controversy about her? That her butt was fake and she was flying to Mexico to have the surgery and
Good for her.
but that's what they were saying though, that everybody in her family was overweight except for her because she was having all the surgery done.
Oh, I don't believe that. I think that like it's just genetics. Everybody could be different.
She was banging.
Yeah, everybody could be different. But everyone does it now, you know, and it looked natural if she got it done. I'd go get it done.
Do what?
Yeah.
I don't know, ma'am.
There's this place called Bella Bodies in Tijuana.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. I ain't going to Mexico to get. Could you eat some more food? You've only had like.
Sponsor me.
No, I'm not going to Tijuana.
No, like a lot of people go there and they look good.
Do they come back?
Yeah, they come back. They post it on Instagram. But a lot of them live in California because it's
Okay, but here's the.
Sorry, I don't speak broke. I gotta check my Apple Watch.
Homegirl got an Apple Watch, and
I got it for work.
And she's just like this all the time. Yeah.
Okay, I used to make fun of people that wear Apple Watches, but like they're so efficient. My best friend Isabel has one. And
I'm your best friend.
And you guys are both my best friends.
Okay, carry on.
Okay. And so anywho, she had one and I was like, man, like I don't care for Apple Watches, but working in the salon, I'm like, man,
Oh shit.
that shit's efficient.
Here, I know what we're gonna talk about.
What?
The act. Let's talk about it.
Edit that out.
Let's talk about the act. Eat some more wings. You make me look like a fatty.
You know
I've eaten most of them.
Okay, so let's talk about the act. Who is watching the act on Hulu? Okay, you guys are not watching the act on Hulu.
Yeah, they do. They watch it with us every Wednesday.
Okay, P.S. Episode 4, if you have children, make them leave the room.
You gotta watch that alone. I was watching it with her and I was like sweating.
I was like,
it was really awkward.
Everybody earmuffs and cover your eyes. And then I low-key felt
I'm like
crazy.
27 and I'm like,
agree
oh my
with you.
god.
Okay,
I thought it was so hot in your room.
okay, so I'm watching that.
It's hot.
And then so I make Rhea cover her eyes because she watches it with us. And then freaking Dee Blanchard, she makes freaking what's her name, Gypsy, cover her eyes during Twilight, and I was like, holy shit, am I half crazy like Dee? Because I just made Rhea cover her eyes. Remember? And but then
Well,
she was
that-
weird.
okay,
And she was
honestly-
like this.
Honestly,
Creeper.
that if you watch the act, you would know that that wasn't really Twilight,
No.
and that was the worst acting I've ever seen.
Twilight in general was the worst acting.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. Some people, I was talking about them at work today, they say they totally justify Gypsy Rose.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that at work too the other day. Because like the medical system and the justice system like totally failed her.
I agree.
Like, okay, so here's what's so annoying. People need, like as women, when we need stuff, you know,
Still eating these
like
wings.
when we need stuff, but how do I want to word this?
I don't know, what's your thought? I don't know what's even
Like
okay.
when we need birth control, we have to go, and I didn't know because like the girls are sitting here.
Oh, we gotta go to the doctor.
Well, yeah, so like when you need like birth control, you have to go to the doctor to get it refilled, and they make you like do all this stuff. And so you mean to tell me this mom was saying that this girl had muscular dystrophy, she had seizures, she had, did she say that she had cancer, right? She said that she had cancer, and that, what else did she say that she had? That she was allergic, she needed a feeding tube, that she was allergic to sugar, yet she's giving this girl Ensure, which is all sugar.
Remember when she was
And-
putting the pizza in the
Yeah.
blender?
And so she's like saying all this stuff is wrong with her, and people are giving her prescriptions for the medicine and stuff like that. But that's like shocking to me because if you need a refill, or even if you want to buy freaking NyQuil at the store because people like to make meth,
This
You
is,
gotta-
but time has changed since this time.
this was like 2015.
What year is this now?
2015.
4 years
This was
ago.
4 years ago. You're like, oh. So, yeah. And then they, instead of them giving her psychological help, which you know that her mom did because her mom hit her and stuff at home, and
No,
like
Dr. Phil's-
emotionally
Didn't you
abused
watch
her.
Dr.
Yeah, I
Phil?
did watch Dr. Phil.
He's gonna help her. I watched it.
Yeah, but that was an old episode. He still hasn't helped her.
How do you know?
He's too busy shaving off his mustache. You go see that on Twitter.
He shaved his mustache?
Yeah, he looks so
Oh my god, I'll show you. It looks
crazy.
like Godfather.
See?
Anyway, so she gets 10 years in prison and she doesn't get any psychological help. That's messed up. And then her boyfriend that did it,
He got life.
he got
was
blamed.
weird.
Yeah, he was a weirdo. But
It was on the autism spectrum.
yeah.
He was also on the BDSM spectrum of Mr. Nasty Time. Hey, he was nasty. I said, look it. And like, he's like, even when I'm not here, I'm here. And I would have been like, I would have like this to close the computer.
Pepper played him.
Yeah, like, what do you mean even when you're not here? Like when I'm in the bathroom, like going poops, are you there? Like, I mean, like, that was so weird.
Yeah, and her mom was weird too, obviously. But Patricia Arquette did a good job
Yeah, so,
with that.
oh, Dr. Phil looks absolutely horrendous without the stash.
I like it.
Okay, so here's the thing though that I was talking about, and this is as somebody in a healthcare professional. You think about long-term effects. So this girl was on medication for seizures, why her teeth crumbled, why they pulled them all.
Sorry.
But like, wouldn't the dentist be able to look at that and
because he was told that here's the thing when you're a parent, if you're a parent, you understand this. When you get your kid into the doctor, and it's the first time these people are at the doctor's, they're gonna say, okay, you're the historian, they call you. What's their prior medical diagnosis? And so you give it to them because you're their caregiver, you're their parent.
Right, but wouldn't they still like test like her?
Well, yeah, but then they'll say, okay, can you have your records released? She used the whole Katrina thing to her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing is all the exposure she had to all these crazy types of meds, I feel like, what are her kidneys looking like? How's her kidney functions? How's her liver? Does she have brain damage? I mean, aside from the obvious mental abuse she went through and neglect and stuff, like was she just that small, or was it because the way she was fed, the medicine she was given,
Well,
they
her mom had
stunted
her in
her
a
growth?
wheelchair. Like she was like 7 or maybe 6 because she fell off her grandpa's motorcycle, and so she had just had a laceration on her knee, and her mom was like, oh my god, like you need to be in a wheelchair now. And so she probably didn't get like enough like physical exercise.
She can walk fine.
Right, but she wasn't outside like running with kids and all that, so she's probably socially
and why is
underdeveloped.
So I wonder too, is her voice like that because she was treated like a baby?
Her voice was,
Her voice is still like that. It's very high and it talks like this.
it could just be her, I don't know, could just be her voice.
Yeah, so I'm wondering like all the long-term effects of this stuff. Like, I mean, don't you think about that now? Like, holy shit, you had poisons basically rubbing through your body for months and months, years and years.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that did some sort of like
Damage. Okay, so I think we're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah.
I don't know how people do this for so long. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
cool.
yeah, so the kids helped us. We got one of these here jalapeno poppers left. And we got a few of these chicken wings, and the cheese things are gone. But yeah, we ate them and they were really good.
Yeah.
So hopefully you guys
Super good.
liked this mukbang, and yeah. So I didn't really know what to talk about, so we're just kind of winging it. Hopefully you guys had a good time hanging out with us, and you guys make sure you subscribe and come back and all such things. Make sure you go and follow my sissy, and I thank her for just being shy eating on camera. But I love you guys, and thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.